Hey guys, good morning. So I just woke up and it's about 9 o'clock. And this morning it was much colder than I thought actually. I think it was probably, I don't know, 5 to 10 degrees Celsius. And then it turned out that so it rained this morning and late last night, and somehow this tarp could block the rain. Yeah, and then it's got many bags, so I think it's better off to having this one since it could also block the wind somewhat. So yeah, I'm glad that I bought it. So I probably have to buy like another pole to stick right in here so that I can put it and then have more attention to this one. So yeah, that's the next thing I'm going to do for the camping. Okay, so from now I'm gonna put it away and then start going to, where is it? Minetopia Besshi だっけ? Yeah, I checked the name again. And then so that's said to be like like Machu Picchu in South America, and then this place is somehow called Machu Picchu in South Asia, East Asia. So yeah, looking forward to seeing it. I think the weather, even though it's not sunny, I think it's fine with this cloud, and that might look better. I don't know. So yeah, let's go. Guys, so I've just come to this place called Besshi Kinenkan. So this Niihama City is known to be a place for copper mining, and then this one is having a museum about the history of this copper mine, Besshi Copper Mine, and then I'm going to see the museum from now, and it's free to enter. And then it's actually, this copper mine was found 1690, and then the next year from 91 they started mining the copper here, and then until 1973. And then this place was like the property of Sumitomo zaibatsu. Sumitomo is one of the three biggest Japanese industrial conglomerates, which are Mitsubishi, Mitsui, and Sumitomo, and then they are the one of them. But so here it's a museum, open from 9 to 4:30. So yeah, let's go up. What is this? And I can. Looks like a shrine. Doesn't look like a museum. And it's kind of raining heavily, as the weather forecast was, forecasting that this week the weather is going to be not so good. And so yeah, here is the entrance. Okay. Oh wow. This one. Okay, there you go. Alright. Besshi Kinenkan. Hey guys, so I've just finished exploring the museum. Unfortunately, there's no pictures you can take inside, so I have nothing to show from the museum. But yeah, I got a better understanding about the history and then about this city as well. So this Niihama City is now known to be the city Kogyo Toshi, which is like known to be an industrial city. And then actually, so this place, copper mine business, laid the foundation for that. And then also, since this mine was found in 1690 by the third generation of Sumitomo family, they have been managing this copper mine for nearly 300 years, which is that there's no other place like this, managed by only one single company for that many years. And then what is inside the museum, there are very good displays about the histories, and then also tools and technology, and then about the copper and the minerals, all that kind of stuff, and the people who are living in this place area, because mining needs a lot of people, so there were people living in here, not just workers but also their families. So when the most prosperous time here, there were about 5万人 kana, living in this area. And then, yeah, that was very interesting. And also at the beginning, it was showing like the, videos about the general information about this place. And also, actually, there was also a video, translated and then spoken in English. So that is also helpful for, people who don't understand Japanese. And so that is also nice for, those who are coming from abroad to visit. So this is a very good place to have a basic understanding about the, Niihama City and then copper mining. So the Sumitomo family actually originally was doing like something about medical, but and that they started, but the first founder. But then later he was the second generation started doing a business related to producing bronze and silver, and then the third generation actually found this place and then started doing a copper mining business. Then, since that early time, so like from at the end of 17th century, they have started expanding the copper mining business, and then it was greatly contributed to the growth of the company to become one of the biggest industrial conglomerates here in Japan. And so they are providing many kind of services like financial services, real estate, and then what else? Sumitomo, chemical stuff, a lot of stuff. Yeah. And at the entrance, here's like a very huge, nice rock with this one is a song created by, I think, 16th or 17th generation of Sumitomo family, who was actually made a song about this Besshi Dozan when that was closing. So he actually wrote a song and then says, この山を神とし仰ぎ行くよかも掘り継ぎてきしことの賢さ. Oh yeah. So it was like, very, since they had to close this copper mine, he was very, feeling very sad, and then saying that this one is like something very spiritual and important that was, handled by many generations. Yeah, something like that. So this is actually, this museum is right next to this shrine. I don't know how to read it. 第三石神社かな、わかんない. But anyway, so this view of the museum is also very nice. And then in the spring, they have little, actually flower blooms up on the ceiling, and then it looks really beautiful. I think it was Satsuki. Yeah. So yeah, I'm enjoy checking. So and then another thing I found out is that this is the museum about this copper Besshi Dozan copper mine. But then the place I was thinking of going is called Minetopia Besshi. So that is a place that which is utilized in the part of the copper mine, and it's like a kind of a theme park where there is also like hot spring and spa. So yeah, I can probably do that when I get there. But the place I really wanted to go was called Tounaru, which is also a part of the copper mine area, but it is said to be, the look kind of resembles the, Machu Picchu, in I think it was Peru, right? And then, but I was told that so to get there, you have to drive like a kind of steep and narrow streets, which I thought, since it's also raining, so it's kind of hard to get there by my car. And also there's like a bus tour that is going from the Minetopia Besshi to that, Tounaru area. So I've decided to join the tour tomorrow, and then so I'll come back here tomorrow again. Then I guess the weather won't be that great, but I think it's still, even in the bad weather, I think this kind of place looks still nice. So yeah, decided kind of try to focus on working on my stuff for today. So yeah, this is gonna be continued to tomorrow's tour. Okay, yeah, I will keep you updated. So I've just driven to this place called Minetopia Besshi, and it's the theme park that is using this Besshi Copper Mine. And then the place I'm going to from now is it's a part of the Besshi Copper Mine, but it's going to be Tounaru area, and it's gonna look like this under the like a very nice. That picture is already photoshopped, I guess, but it does look like very stunning and some kind of very nostalgic place. And with this cloudy weather, I think it's not gonna be too bad to look at. I think it's gonna be wonderful. I'm expecting to see it. So and then it's called Tounaru area. Yeah, and then I'm gonna get in the bus at 11 o'clock. So I have to buy the ticket for now. So okay, let's go. And then this is the Minetopia Besshi. It's I don't know how that like theme park is gonna look like inside, but this one, wow, interesting. I don't know, it's a wire. Oh no, I think it's gonna be lighted up at night with all these, I think, LED lights. Interesting. Okay. Wow. So I guess this one train was used for, probably for the working here, and then the ticket is gonna cost you about inside this Minetopia for looking inside, it's gonna cost you 1,300 yen. And then so the inside there's like a copper mine railroad, and then the one that I'm gonna buy is the bus tour to go to the Tounaru area, which is gonna cost you 1,100 yen. So inside there's a lot of stuff, like you can do kind of like a mining experience, and then also a restaurant, barbecue, and then so like there's also like a copper mine tour inside of it, and then there's also a spa, hot spring, something like that. Okay, so that is the bridge I just crossed, and then it looks pretty cool actually. And then also there's something about this Niihama City. As I've said, it's like one of the industrial cities in the Shikoku. And then also they are very famous. I didn't know about this, but they are famous for this Niihama Taiko Matsuri, which is like all of these, floats, and then having people on it. Then it says taiko, so it means like drum. Then they are gonna be like kind of like a fighting each other, like kenkamatsu. It's called a kenkamatsu. It's like a festival of kind of battle, something like that. Anyway, so the place I'm going to is the Tounaru area, which is like the altitude height is like 1,200 meters high up on the mountain. And then actually, so like when the mining was done during since starting from Edo period to the Showa period, so like the lowest part the people were mining was around 1,000 meters below the ground. So then, but the lower they got to, the worse the working condition deteriorated because of the air pressure, and also having like the risks of the ceiling falling down. So that's why they decided to close down this mine. This mine. So I don't know how that how the place I'm going to look like, but let's get in.
こちら旧派手バス力発電所です。今は任務を終えて朝9時から5時まで開放されてます。そして第4通道、今ちょうど4通橋橋が工事中ですけど、ここ第4通道ですね。ここから甲府さんたちが山の中へ入っていったんですね。そしてこの辺りでは珍しい橋がございます。中四国ではこの辺だけだそうですけど、もうしばらく行きますと立派な橋が見えてます。青い龍の橋と書いて清流橋と申します。360度回転の 全長444メートルの中四国ではここだけのとても立派な橋です。平成22年に39億円かけて作ったと言われています。以前はこのまっすぐ前の道、細い道をトンネル2つ、ここですね、この左手の方の矢印の右手左側、ここを通って行ってたので大型バスなどは通りませんでした。別山村へ行くには四国中央市経由で行ったりしてます。この橋のおかげで別山の人たちは救急車も通るし、いろんな大きな車も通ります。こうして観光バスも通りますので大変生活も便利になり、危機管理も楽になったそうです。そして普段お天気ですとこの中央から山を見ますと銅山越えが見えるんですけども、今日は残念ながら山の一番奥が銅山越えで皆さん登山で行ったりするんですけど、今日はちょっと残念ですけど見えません。管理事務所ですね。ダム鹿森ダムですね。これは工業用や灌漑用水に使われております。市民の飲料水は地下水です。地下水に頼っております。そしてこの左手の方に少し行きますと落とし橋がありますけども、そこから山の今から参ります東成へ1時間半から2時間かけて登っていったんですね。この道がこんなに立派でない頃です。この辺には林業の方たちがお住まいになってて、ここにこう以前の住んでた家があります。から子供さんなんかは東成の小学校中学校へ1時間ぐらいかけて通ったんだそうです。東成には多い時で5000人の人が住んでました。ですので小学校も中学校もあるし、今でいう生協いろんなものが売ってました。生協とかね、それから娯楽場、当時は映画館というのはなかったんですけど、娯楽場に映写機を借り、職員の方がね、映写機で月に1回ぐらい映画を流すとか、それから5月の1、2、3の住友さんのお祝いの日には、記念日には上方から歌舞伎役者が来て、皆さんお弁当重箱入りのお弁当を持って見に来たりとかあったそうです。15日か6日ぐらいのお給料日には下から時計屋さんとか洋服屋さんとかいろんな商売人が来て、そこの娯楽場でお店を出してみんな楽しみにしてたそうです。晴れてる日ですとこの下にずっと下の方には新居浜の市街地なんかも見えるんですけど、今日は全く、でもまだちょっと何メートルか先が見えるだけ、まだちょっとあれかなと思いますけど、もう1メートル先でしか見えない時もあります。全部この斜面、急な斜面のところにお釜の跡なんかもあったりとかであるんですけど、全く見えない、残念ですけども、この上から見たすごい急なところに人が住んでたんですね。
So we've just arrived at the Tounaru area, but unfortunately the fog is too intense, so we really can't see the facility actually. Too bad. Like this.
そしてこれインクライン、これを今から少し降りて220段の階段を降りてマチュピチュと言われるのを見てもらう。それまでにちょっとここ入ります。
So the lady, the guide told me that there were 9 villages in this Tounaru area, and then there were like a lot of facilities like hospitals, bookstores, and then of course housings. So like many people. One time there were like 5,000 people were living in this area up on this mountain. So and then the place we are gonna head to is 220. After going down the 220 steps, that's where usually people can see that great scenery of the facility that looks like the Machu Picchu. But today, I don't know, with this weather, it might be difficult, unfortunately. I don't know. Yeah, the lady said the fog moves very fast, so we might be able to still see it. So yeah, let's see. First, we're gonna visit this Tounaru History Museum.
ここで降りて、この一段を登って、ここで点呼をして、これが残ってますね。これ事務所です。で、これが病院、生協とか。で、これが電話局。
So this is like how it used to look like, and then so they were having like all these facilities and the housings up, with this on this slope, and then there were like place to welcome guests, and then bathrooms, and then there was also hoikuen. It's like kindergarten and the hospitals and the elementary school, junior high, of course, and then also there was like a amusement place where like actors can come and then have a play, which can accommodate up to 2,000 people. So this is like the model of the facility that was used for our entertainment, like a kabuki, and also like a musical play and dancing, all that kind of stuff. And one time, when the kabuki actors came here, they were brought by, kind of like a big bag, and then that's how they came, on the roads, And here's also like the entire kind of a diorama of Besshi Copper Mine. And then so as I've said, so this one was like, the highest part is like 1,100 meters, and then going down to the, 1,000 meters below the ground. And then people were using cows to bring the coppers and to the place where they, refine the coppers. And these are how the housing looked like. And it said it was built by Tounaru. And there was like a public bath and the public bathrooms, and since this place is said to be like Toyo no Machu Picchu, Eastern Pacific, so like the ambassadors of Peru came to this place to visit. Then those are the pictures. It's called Doteki. I actually like to, take pictures of pictograms as a design, and then this one is very interesting. Nice. There was also like a train. I think that was used for like transportation. Okay. All right, going to. So here we go into that. Wow, it's a cave. Wow. So it's like showing like the transport. Wow. So it's like transporting like 2 tons of copper. So it's like so it's basically transporting like people, and then but not also people, but also of course like minerals. That's too bad. Well, we can't beat nature, so usually people can see that Machu Picchu looking like facilities from here. That's right. また来んのここ。もう最悪や。しょうがないですね。So that's the view, that is supposed to be able to see in here from here. つらい。Well, I don't know if I'm gonna come here again, but well, so sad. いや、全然見えねえ。Yeah, can't see nothing. 紅葉は綺麗ですね。So this is like 220 steps to the right in front of that Machu Picchu facility. Well, I came down to the bottom of the stairs, and we can barely see that it's there. So well, if the fog is a little less deep, maybe we can see it a little bit more clearly. But yeah, I can still feel that it's there, and yeah, looking cool, building. Get closer a little bit more, like here. So this is like ruins of the ropeway base that was used to transport things. Wow. So this is the angle from the side, and yeah, it looks just a little bit better when I got here. I mean the fog. Well, it looks still cool, I think. Yeah, it does look like a part of the castle, but the color is a bit different though. It feels like it's not really like there's something that was built in ancient. It's more like kind of like a modern style. I don't know, with that dark brown bricks, I guess. So this stair was actually used to be like that, the incline, and then using that slope, they made it to that stair, like the one that looks like right now. Okay. All right, I think it's that's it. I think. Well, feel better when I went down to be able to see a bit of it. So yeah, just well, I really want to see that, how that really looks when it's in the better weather. But I'll just how to say, 我慢する. Yeah, just by checking the YouTube videos. So hope you still enjoy.
清流橋ですね。山越えはちょっと見えないですね。山の一番奥、ぼんやりと見えてる山の一番奥の方に道山越え。そして立派な橋のとこのこの橋脚、この字型のこの橋脚も珍しいんだそうです。お疲れ様でした。そろそろ到着でございます。四国で初めてマイントピア道の駅として初めて認定されたマチュピチュと言われ道の駅マイントピアです。お疲れ様でした。ちょっと今日はお天気があれだったですけども、皆さんと一緒に行くことができて 幸せでした。本日は本当にありがとうございました。
はい、いいですか。何時に出るんでしたっけ。
14時ちょうど出ます。
あ、出ますか。どこ乗ってもいいですか。
はい、結構ですよ。
So this one train is Toroko. How does it Toroko? We call it Toroko in Japanese. Like departs every 20 minutes. And then, so if you buy the ticket like 1,300 yen, you can experience this one and also explore the inside the cave. Yeah, Tanko. So that's where people were mining the minerals. So yeah, let's get in. 売れんのかなこれ。
皆様ご乗車いただきありがとうございます。新居浜ふるさと観光大使の水木奈々です。本日車内案内をさせていただきますのでよろしくお願いします。このトロッコ列車はものづくりの町新居浜で製作され、2019年3月1日に新しく誕生しました。明治26年、日本で最初の山岳鉄道として別紙の山を走った蒸気機関車別紙1号を 83% に縮小しリアルに再現したものです。1両目にはゴーフさんがボードに入る時に乗っていた神車、一般の人も利用していたカゴ電車があります。当時と全く同じ大きさですので臨場感を味わってください。最後の列車は昭和25年の電気機関車をモデルにしています。操縦席の隣には子供さん向けの模擬操縦席がありますのでお楽しみください。どうぞごゆっくりご覧ください。観光コードの入り口に着きますと、プラットフォーム右側には別紙銅山で使用されていました機械を展示していますのでぜひご覧ください。
That's the train I just got off from, and so it's like an entire view of this Kanko Kodo, like where you can experience and learn history about this place. And yeah, I think there are places that kids can play in the athletic field. Let's go. Wow. That's probably like a character of Mine Besshi here. Okay. Nice views. Oh. And this one called Dabakodo. It's like a mining road. Yeah. Oh, nice feeling. Wow. Oh. Wow, it's a little chilly inside. So it's talking about like the tunnels that were created since the opening of this mine, and then the first one was actually created when like it's a Genroku, it should be like 1690, then they've eventually got 4 tunnels altogether. Like that. And then that one is the first one, then the second, third, and fourth. Yeah, wow, すごい. So here is the entrance of this Kankiko, which is like the first tunnel that was started being used in 1691, which is right after the person here, Kiriagari Chobe, who found the Roto, around this place. Then it was told to the family of Sumitomo. Then they've decided to, using this place as a copper mine. Wow, it says Edo Zone. Okay, let's go in. Wow. Yeah, it's incredible. Like the people at the time, like 300 years ago, like 1690, which is how many years ago? Yes, 320, 30 years ago, people were, they they made this tunnel and then bring all those like minerals by, having them on their shoulder, on the back, like that with the cargo. Yeah, like the bag. Wow. So it's like displaying how the people during the Edo period were doing like excavation. And then of course at the time there's no machine like we have right now, so they were using like those tools like a hammer and then nomi, like something like a cutter, to do the excavation and the mining. Then all by their own hands. Yeah, it's incredible. And then at the time, so like the production, the amount of copper produced during the Edo period, and 1/3 of the amount was actually produced only by this mountain, which tells us how, probably I don't know how many people were working here to do the mining, but it's just incredible. And here's also displaying, how people are using like a bathroom, and it says like, at the mine entrance there was like a public bath that everyone can join and use after working inside. And this one's like a mine shack woman picking ore. So like the ladies were breaking those stones into pieces so that they can, distinguish them depending on the colors of the minerals. Here's like displaying the process of refinement of the copper. So like the original stone has also like other substances like ore, and then so like they burn and steam and then repeatedly so that they can increase the purity of the copper. Yeah. Then it was exported to other countries as well. The final product of a copper was exported to different countries like China, England, and also it was basically traded in Osaka. So interesting. So this is like a transporter, and then actually it says both men and women were transporting these stones. It's talking about blister copper vein. So like the copper produced in the mountain is called blister copper. So arado, I think it's like a state of copper that is before going through the process of refinement. And then when it's created, the person from the government actually weighed the amount so that then like the 13% of the production of all the coppers were given to the government as taxes. So yeah, this part does look like a like a location set of the movie or gaming. And then now I've just come to this modernized zone.巨大 diorama. Wow, it's a huge diorama. すごいね。Wow. So it's like reproducing how that this Besshi Copper Mine were used as a residence place for the residents. So it says this diorama has a lot of like 仕掛け? 機械仕掛け. So let's go shit. It's not working. I don't know, it doesn't seem to be moving at all. Oh yeah, oh, it started running. Oh, すごい. Wow, nice. So people started moving. おすごい. So the cow is moving. Interesting. すごい. Wow. I stopped. Oh, that was fun. So it was selected if the stone includes the copper or not by, checking by the ladies like this. Wow, yeah. There's also a playground where kids can play. すごいね。So here it's a display of you can experience like what transporter was having when they were bringing stuff from copper, and then also like a daily stuff when they coming back. So when they are going out, they bring the copper, and then when they comes back, they bring like the daily products. Then like the one way takes about 6 kilometers. Then the ladies usually wear like 30 kilograms of stuff. So let me experience. I'm actually wearing it. It's pretty heavy. Wow, I can't really imagine have to walk like 6 kilometers with this bag. So this one is showing like how the drill worked. So inside our resting place, there are displays of the pictures of statues that uses the coppers, produced here in this mine. And then this one, I've seen that one in Kochi actually. And then those two are, this one is in Yamagata, and then this one is actually in Tokyo, which is Kusunogi Masashige. And he is one of the most well-known and popular samurai leader during the Muromachi period, and it was created when this mine opened 200 years ago. So it was like a celebration for the 200 years. And it's now placed right in front of the Kokyo Emperor's Palace. So if you have a chance in Tokyo, you can see it. Hey guys, so I just finished exploring this Minetopia Besshi. Then it was a very interesting place to explore. Like going into like the actual tunnel which was used for the mining, and then got to know better. I got to have a better understanding about how it was actually used. And then I came back to this car, and then wow, it's surprised that there was something like this here. It's it's 中学1年生. It's like a first year junior high student, male student who came from Matsuyama, and he wanted to talk with me but wasn't here, so he left a letter, and then his cheering says that I'm gonna cheer you up, then please buy juice with something, and then oh my gosh, this is like the first ever money I've received doing this. So we're really thankful for that person, and he followed my Insta. So yeah, I'm gonna hope to talk to him, yeah, on there. So I just checked my Instagram, and then received a following from a person who wrote this letter, and then he's Terao-kun. I mean, thank you very much for your kindness. I'm going to make sure to make this part of the video, which I'm going to have in 1 or 2 months. So yeah, this 500 yen is very precious for me, but I want to keep it kind of, but I don't know, he said please have juice or something. So yeah, like 500 yen is like big money for like junior high student, I think. So I think it's better maybe to buy something to make it to like energy for myself. Yeah, turn it to my energy for myself for this travel. So yeah, I'm gonna do that. I think I'm going to buy fried chicken here. お願いします。So I bought the zanki, which is it's like a fried chicken, but the people here in Ehime call it zanki. Thank you, Kaneko-kun, for your help, and I turned it to something to, share the charm of this Ehime prefecture. いただきます。